Sec 2 Mathematics, Chapter 8, Trigo Ratios. Now, in this part of the chapter, we will be able to find the value of a trigonometric ratio given the length of at least two sides of a triangle. Now, let us recall what we have learned the previous lesson. In the previous part of the chapter, we have learned that for the trigo ratio, sine of an angle theta, sine theta, is given by taking the opposite over the hypotenuse. That's why we have SO over H. And the cosine of an angle, the cosine ratio, cos theta, is given by taking the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And that's why we have CA over H. And last but not least, the tangent ratio. Tangent theta, tangent of an angle, is given by opposite over adjacent. So TOA. In short, we will have the toi, ka, and so. So now let's take a look at how are we going to apply these to do practice number 3. Oops. Okay, for practice 3, the questions ask us to find the values of sine theta. Now let us recall a little bit. What is sine theta? Sine theta is given by the ratio opposite over hypotenuse, SOH. What about cosine theta? Cosine theta is given by CAH, adjacent over hypotenuse. And last but not least, tangent theta. The tangent theta ratio is given by TOA, taking the opposite over the adjacent. So for practice 3, question B, first thing that we always do is inside this triangle, we label the hypotenuse first. Which side is the hypotenuse? 13. This side, EG, is the hypotenuse. Next, identify the angle. Where is the angle theta in this question? Down here. With respect to this given angle, where is the side that is opposite to theta? GF is the side that is opposite to theta. And last but not least, where is the side that is the adjacent? We have EF to be our adjacent. In order to find the value for sine theta is given by taking the opposite over the hypotenuse. So where is the value for the opposite? The opposite is 12 over the value of the hypotenuse, which is 13. And we want this value in fraction. So this will be the answer. Next, what is cosine theta? Cos theta is given by the ratio CAH, which means adjacent over hypotenuse. Where is the adjacent in this case? We have our adjacent to be 5. So adjacent over the hypotenuse. Where's the hypotenuse? Value 13. And in this case, they want the value in fractions, so we can leave this as our answer. Last but not least, they want us to find the fraction for tangent theta. Tangent is given by TOA, O for opposite over A adjacent. So opposite, the value for the opposite is given to be 12 and the adjacent is 5. This will be the answer. Now, please take note that in this question, the angle theta remains the same. Hence, our opposite and adjacent does not change. Okay, it remains as O and A. But in other type of questions, the angle that we are asking for may change depending on the question. Therefore, the opposite and the side adjacent may change according to the angle. Now Now let's look at practice number 4. Okay, in practice 4, triangle PSR, where PRS is a 90 degree, we can only use the Trigo ratios if and only if it's a right angled triangle. So 90 degrees is very important. If there's no 90 degrees, we cannot use the Trigo ratios. Next, they give us that PS is 26 and SR is 10, PR is 24. Let us look at our question. Express the following as a fraction in its simplest form. First one, tangent of angle PSR. Where is the angle PSR? Let's mark the angle first. So this is angle PSR. First of all, let us label the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse will be 26 PS, which is hypotenuse H. With respect to this angle PSR, where is the side that is opposite? The side that is opposite to it is the length 24, the side PR. So this is the opposite. And last but not least, this one will be our adjacent 10 cm SR. So in this case, if I want to find tangent of angle PSR, let's recall our Trigo ratios. The Trigo ratios is given by TOA, TOA, CA, CAH. So SOH. So tangent in this case will be taking the opposite over the adjacent. So tangent of angle PSR will be equals to the opposite, which is 24, over the adjacent SR, which is 10. But we want the answer in the simplest form, therefore this answer is simplified to 12 over 5. Next, let us take a look at our question for part B. They now want side of angle SPR. Is this angle still the same as previous answer for angle PSR? No. Now the angle have changed to angle SPR. Let's mark the angle with a different color. Firstly, let us label the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is still H, stays the same, it does not change. But with respect to this angle, where is the opposite now? Is this side PR, which is 24, still the opposite? No, because the angle has changed to angle SPR. With respect to this angle, the opposite will now become SR. Hence, I indicated it in a different color for you all to be able to identify it clearly. Next, so I have my hypotenuse and opposite, where is the adjacent. And now, PR will become the adjacent. In order to find B, sine of angle SPR, sine is given by the ratio. In TOA, CA, and SO, sine is given by taking the opposite over the hypotenuse. So SOH, opposite, but the one for the red pair will be opposite, is the side SR10 over the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse stays the same, so it's the side 26. Let us simplify this. The simplest form will be 5 over 13. Have you gotten the answer?